Hope you're doing great. So this is the part two, or I would say the continuation of the previous live. So I've been getting a ton of questions, and the comment section is getting full every day. So I thought of doing another thing which explains about the internship and the continuous skill development. So I think we have few people. So let's start. So we have the first question as well. So we'll take up that question at the end. So let me finish what most people asked me already. So I'll do that. Then we'll take up the questions. Okay. So first thing we have two things. So one is the internship, and another one is the uh, continuous skill development. So first we will cover what are the internships and what will be the flow. So I have covered few things at the earlier video. So if you haven't seen that, please do watch it after this live. So let me explain to you again. Like we'll just give a glimpse of what has been said already. Okay. So first thing, when it comes to internship, you will have a full-fledged training. What do I mean by that is you get into a place where you will be put into different groups. You will be separated into domains, and you will have some classroom kind of an environment if you have been to an office. But in this pandemic, so you cannot go there. So you'll do everything virtually, but you will be split into cohorts. Cohorts are nothing but like a classrooms. Like you will be split into 30. Okay, so you will be assigned a SME who will be like your go-to person for any of your questions, queries, or how to learn and what to learn, and basically everything. So everything related to tech, you can contact him or her. So they will be guiding you in everything. Okay, so that is how the flow of internship goes. Then another important thing that I would like to share is internship is they give priority to internships. Okay, so when you complete an internship, they know that you have been into some you have already committed yourself to Cognizant. Okay, so that is the main thing that they expect. Okay, when you give commitment to the company, so I'm gonna join your company. So CSD is something like doing virtually. Okay, so internship is where you go to their office, you have a tag of Cognizant, you will be given that in a week. So you wear that. So basically what they are assessing you is that you continue after this internship, since Cognizant is one of the few companies which doesn't have any bond to them. Like most companies have bond, so like 1 year or 1.5 year or 2 years maybe. So this is the only company that you don't have a bond. So once you complete the internship, you can join other companies as well. So there's no restriction that you have to join Cognizant unless and until your college has some restrictions to it. Okay, so the thing is that when you commit yourself to the internship, they already know that you are a eligible candidate for their full-time job. Okay, so you will be joining Cognizant in the future, since there are a lot of vacancies out there. Okay, they have to fill it. So if people are dropping after intern, so that is the loss for the company, right? So they have trained you, they have spent a lot of resource, they have put in a money, and they have put in a lot of work. And if you don't join them, so that is big loss for the company. So if most people do that, then the company doesn't run in that way. So they are assessing in a way that you have to be committed to the company. Okay, so internship, when you join internship, that is what you are conveying to them. First point. So first point is that is the thing that you are conveying to the company. Okay, so when you join as an intern, so then you have to learn. So you have some tracks, you will be put into some domains, and you have to keep learning to the track, and you will have some points as well. So you have to complete your daily on weekly assessments. So you will have those. You have another platform where you will be like, the platform is like hacker rank, where you have to code and you have to submit, and then you get your results. Okay, so that is the flow of internship. And as I said, priority is given to the internship. So if you are planning to take up CSD, I don't think people need to take up CSD. And I'm not sure why Cognizant is offering a you know CSD as well. So there are people who cannot come to the office and they work. So for those minimal people, only the handful of people who cannot come to office daily and work. So for those people, so This time it is everything is virtual, so you don't feel any difference in from CSD to internship. But the only thing is that you will be having, the SME, as I said. So you'll be split into 30 and you will have a SME who will be the uh, point of contact for all your doubts and queries. So you won't have that in the CSD. So that is the key difference you will face when you go with CSD. Another thing, the priority is given for the candidates who pick up the internship. So as I keep suggesting, that is the commitment that you give to the company, since they are spending a lot of money. So you are learning, you are not going to do any projects for the company, or you are not going to generate any revenue for the company, but they are still paying you, right? So I'm not sure what will they pay this time. So it is purely virtual, so I don't think they would pay, but there are chances that they would pay at least minimal amount. So I'm not sure on that, since you are learning. Okay, most companies you will start working on, I know, maybe uh, third month or the second month. Okay, so since Cognizant is full of learning, so when you all the 4 months you will just be learning. Okay, you won't get into any project. You won't be given any projects to do as well. So at the end you will be having a project where you have to pick up your own. There will be a lot of titles given to you, so you have to pick up one, and you have to complete. You have to complete the requirements that is given on the project. So that is the only project that you will work. So Cognizant is paying you for learning. So you have to understand that. And most people ask me that, um, you should understand, right? When you come from the point of a company, okay, so they are paying you to learn, and then you don't generate any revenue for the company, okay. So you are being paid. So there is no reason that Cognizant has to pay you for learning, right? Learning has to be done by yourself. So you are the person who has to learn, and who has to showcase the skill to get into a company and start working. So Cognizant is paying you to learn, and the only aspect of they paying you, the since if I remember correctly, the person who conducted our first, he came to our college and gave a talk. That guy was speaking about, you are given an opportunity to come to our office and feel the environment and feel the Cognizant. So when you have that, when you have a golden opportunity to go into an office environment and work there, and once you settle over there, so since I have seen a lot of people struggling to work, so they are not used to that. So they are not used to sit in front of a system for the entire day. So there might be people who are familiar, who are gamers, so they don't have any pain on that, since most people sit for hours together and play. And if you're one of the gamers, I am too, so I do play games, so of that kind. So there are a lot of things that you won't get when you don't join as an intern. So it is really difficult for the company as well, and for you as well. So from the college, when there is a shift from the college days, when you go to an office, it will be really difficult for you to adapt. So the period that they give in the internship is the right time for you to adapt to the company, and what is the thing going on, what is the process, or you have to frame your daily routine. So that is really important. So you have to frame your own routine. So how, when I should wake up, and what is the kind of task that I have to do in the morning, after leaving office, after in the evening times, what I have to do. And there are a lot of things going on, so you have to frame your routine. So this is the golden time that you can do. So if you join us in CSD, you won't get any of those opportunities to work, or you feel that. Okay, so you won't have the necessity to do that as well, since you CSD is completely of self learning. So you have to teach yourself, you have to submit the assignments, that's it. So you don't have any company, sorry, you don't have any direct contact with the company. So you don't have any SMEs, you don't have anything. You just complete the course, you type in the results and submit the assignments that are given. So that's it. So you won't have anything. So when it comes to CSD, this is the only problem that I see. So I'm not sure why people keep on asking, why I have to use I have to choose CSD or internship. So you have to definitely choose internship. So that is the only point that I have to insist at this time. So there are a lot of people watching this previous, there were like 3.7k views, I think. So there are a lot of people watching it. So if you are watching it, or if your friends suggest you to go for CSD or something else, I highly recommend that you go with the internship. So the main factors or main advantages of getting an intern is that, as I said, you can fix your daily routine, and you have an SME who can, who is the go-to person for all your queries, and you feel the cognizant, spirit when you go to the office. But this time it is really difficult for you guys to cope up with, how things work and how things will roll out. I'm not sure how they are gonna do that, but you will have at least a feel of meeting people from Cognizant or the higher authorities. So you will have a lot of leadership connects, maybe in the first 1 week, or for the first 1 month, or maybe you can have it the later stage as well. So those people will come to you and talk to you, and they will definitely come to you, and they would expect people to ask a lot of questions. So if you have any questions, or if you have any questions related to Cognizant or how things are going with Cognizant, you can ask them in the leadership connect. So that is the right place. So you won't get those kind of opportunities when you go with the CSD. Okay, so I highly insist again, with the CSD thing, you don't have to go with CSD. There is internship. There is another place where you can go, and there is golden opportunity where you can learn stuff by experiencing as well. So learning stuff can be done from anywhere. So most people say, "Hey Santosh, I can learn by myself. Why I have to go to the company and do the intern?" It's very good. So if you can learn by yourself, that is good. But when it comes to priority, you stick with. If you don't want, see, some people have this attitude. So I complete the internship with Cognizant and join another company. So if you are those kind of, for those kind of people, you can choose CSD. There's no point in getting intern and not going to the not going to the company that you are doing intern. So there is no point of doing that. So if you are from those kind of category, you can opt for CSD. So for those are the two things that I want to cover in this live. So let's come to the questions. So another common question that I have been asked, like the comment box is getting full every day. So like there are, I think, 200 plus or 150 plus comments on the previous live. So let me cover few of the questions. Okay, so few of the questions that I have been asked the most. So few people have asked, like, "Hey Santosh, can I drop off in between intern?" So I'm not sure on that. So since some people have the doubt, but you can drop off after the intern. So when you complete intern, you will get an internship certificate. So some people have asked that too. So you will get an internship certificate, like completion internship certificate. Okay, when you successfully complete the internship. Okay, so you will get that, but you can join other companies. There is no stopping you. You can go to other companies. There is no problem at all with Cognizant, since there is no bond. Even when you join after, after maybe an month or so, you can definitely join other companies. There is no problem, with Cognizant, since there is no bond. So most companies have bond. Okay, so see to that, that if you are planning to switch earlier, when you are planning to switch within a year or so, uh, you are just want to get into some company, so you can do that, since you won't have any problems getting out of the company, since most people have, some people have that attitude, so they want to move out after joining Cognizant, or after joining in maybe 2 or 3 months. Okay, so that is the first question that I've been asked a lot. Okay, and coming to the stipend part, so the stipend is given, to when people come out of their comfort zone. So you are coming out of your home, you are coming out of your college environment, you are coming to a new place. Okay, so internship might be for few people might be near your homes, or if you are from metropolitan cities, you have near that. But most people won't get the opportunity, like they won't come from home, or they cannot come from college. Okay, so for those people, they have to spend some amount to rent the PGs, right? So that is the only point, or that is the only cost that Cognizant is providing you in stipend. Okay, so to live by yourself, you don't have to. So 12K is more than enough to survive for a month. So you can eat outside, you can enjoy, you can get a good PG. So 12K is almost, it is enough for, starting point. When you join as an intern, you don't do any learning. So sorry, you just learn something, so you don't have to feel the stress of any project or something, too intense. Okay, so that is the only point that the Cognizant is providing you a stipend. Okay, so you have to understand that. Okay, so that is the only point that why Cognizant offers you 12K, sum of money for you guys to learn. Okay, so from that point, so that is the only case. Okay, so with that said, let's move on. So another question, that was popping up, with people is that when I will be getting the date of joining and the internship. So as per, some colleges have already, been rolled out with internship offers. So you can expect within this month. Okay, most probably this month, or we when we started with internship. Okay, so we were like on earlier, December, so starting of December, but we had batches coming in, till February, I think, February or Jan. Okay, so the companies, roll out things in batches. Okay, so for these particular colleges or for this particular zone, this is the priority. So these guys will come first, and these guys will some come on the second batch. Okay, so they have, their own mechanism to do, that. So they will be rolling out in batches, so you don't have to worry about that if you're confident that you have, done the debugging right. So I'm not sure about the aptitude, I'm not aptitude guy. So if you're confident about you have been doing some debugging thing, then you can, you will definitely get an offer, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so that is for date of joining, and you will get the, after joining as an intern, so maybe a week or two, you will get the offer letter as well. So for the first year, what will be your pay, and for the rest of after 1 year, what will be your pay. So those kind of details will be rolling out after 2 to 3 weeks of joining as an intern. So wait for that, and you will get to know all those details, all those salary packages, and what will be your take home pay and all those things. Okay, so another thing I would like to share is another question, so that has also been popping around, for quite a while. So we have few questions. So we didn't have this Gen Z and Gen Z Next, or whatever you call it as. So they have this time they have done something of Gen Z and Gen Z Next. They have increased the packages. So there is something that you have to keep in mind. So we'll take up few questions from the chat. So the internship. So G Event has asked a question. So this internship is only for Gen Z or both Gen Z and Gen Z Next? I'm not sure which internship you were talking about. The internship at Cognizant, or okay, let me. So you will have anyway intern. So internship is where you create bond with the company. Okay, so where you get to know people, where you bond yourself with Cognizant. Okay, that is the great time that you can bond yourself with Cognizant. Okay. Okay, moving on. Always sleepy. How to get a developer role in Cognizant? See, it depends. So again, you will be split into domains, right? So some people will be put into, .NET, or some people will be put into Java, and some people will be put into Selenium. Okay. So when those things takes place, you can, opt for another role. Okay. So when you join as an intern, you will be, put into some domain, you will be trained on that, and you will be, allocated projects based on that. So 1 year down the line, you can switch. So there are a lot of opportunities that you can switch, inside the company. Okay, so you can switch inside the company, like if there is a vacancy in the project. Okay, let's say I want to work on machine learning. Okay, but I know only, I have been trained on .NET, and I am currently working on a .NET project. So I have, learned I've taught myself machine learning, and I am good at it. Okay, so when you have that skill, Okay, so you have to go with machine learning. First year, you can stay where you are and you can do what is the task allocated to you or which project they have put into you. You can do that. After a year or so, you have to attend another interview with the project team, and with I have some experience on machine learning. If you there if there is a vacancy in your project, can I join your project? So you can ask that and you can join them. Okay, so that is the way that things roll out. So when you don't get the developer role, or when you are going into another different domain, you can opt for it. Like I have to work for I want to work for machine learning. Okay, so then you can switch. So there is no problem at all at switching. So first, initially, you have to you are forced to do this what you have been trained on. Okay, so this time the assimilation test, I'm not sure what is going on around that. So we didn't have any transparency. I wrote the test. I'm not sure. I have been put into .NET. Okay, so but most people who haven't wrote the test, or who haven't taken up the test, have been put into various domains. Okay, but that was completely random, I guess. It was, from my point of view, it is completely random. I'm not sure, since I know few people who will get into who will be selected for, through a simulation test. It is a very simple test, I would tell you. It is very easy to crack. There are just two questions, and there are few questions with queries. So if time permits, we can do another live on next week. We'll concentrate only on those particular test. Okay. So I know C sharp, so I'll do that. We had like two options. One is Java, so I just know the basics of Java. So C sharp I'm comfortable with. So maybe next week we can do a little bit of coding exercise with C sharp, and some writing some SQL queries. Then when you come out, okay, developer role, I think that is clear, how to get a developer role. So another question, Abhinav, will everyone who chose internship will get an internship, or it is up to Cognizant? See, since they are asking you, since you will be put into internship, so you don't have to worry about that. So if you opt for it, you will definitely get internship. Okay, so they are expecting people to take up internship. Okay, so they don't want any people to go out. Okay, so they are offering this two tracks to let you know that there is something different. You have these two. You can choose anyone. So if you are opting for internship, you will get internship offer. So you don't have to worry about that. And then pre-record session, no man, it's not pre-recorded. Okay bro, can you Gen Z people manage both internship and academic? So Sai, it is really difficult. It depends upon your college. So some colleges have this, they complete all the semester work in seventh itself. So they complete all the eighth semester work in the seventh semester itself. So uh, you don't have to do you have to manage by yourself in that case. Okay, so that time it will be easy for you to manage. So since you have completed everything, you just need to concentrate on intern. Okay, but when it comes to Gen Z, I'm not sure. You will be trained a little harder, maybe, since Gen Z Next and Gen Z is the normal thing, man. The normal internship. So Gen Z Next is, you will might be trained in some different technologies. Like you may be trained in cloud, or you might get into cybersecurity, or you might be getting into some machine learning or data analytics, maybe, or data science. So there are a lot of vacancies for those kind of roles as well in Cognizant. So you might get an opportunity, but you can manage both. There is no point in that you cannot manage. But the academics, since you're doing everything is in virtual, so I don't think you will have any problem doing your academics at home. So you can easily manage with your studies and the internship. So but the one thing that you can do is clarify with your college. Okay, so whether I'll be given the entire day off, or I have to do some college work during my intern. Okay, but Cognizant won't be insisting that you have to see Saturdays and Sundays are off, right? So you can complete your academics work, on Saturdays and Sundays on your weekends, and all 5 days you can dedicate all your time to Cognizant. So that by that way you can easily get with Cognizant. Okay, you can manage both, man. It is not a big deal that you cannot manage both studies and internship. If we join internship last semester we have projects, so how can you, so yeah, for the project, so you have Saturdays and Sundays. This is what our college insisted us. So Saturdays and Sundays are off, so you don't have to work for Cognizant, or you won't be asked to work. So you can utilize that time for projects. So you can plan it, you can pre-plan something. Okay, this is Jan, right? So we have started Jan, so you can plan now. You have some time. You can do some planning to complete the project in a faster pace, or you can take up a easier project and you can complete it. Okay, since the projects are mandatory with your college and you have to get your degrees, but you can plan it accordingly. So when you start with Cognizant, right, you will be trained in some track. So you can do something. You can do what I did. So let me tell you what I was doing. So I had the base of machine learning. Okay, so I had the base of machine learning. I have to do something with machine learning. Okay, so I thought of integrating what I learned with Cognizant and what is the main project. So our project was machine learning, and what I learned was ASP.NET and C Sharp. So I thought of combining both. Okay, so the thing already exists. So we have the machine learning model ready. We have deployed it. We have the Flask framework which is used for running it. So we have this ASP.NET which is also running. Okay, so we integrate these two and we completed the project. So you can do something similar, since you won't concentrate on different thing in your academics, and you don't have to concentrate entirely different on your Cognizant. So that will be hectic, as it won't be easy to manage, since you have to concentrate differently on your academic side and you have to concentrate something else with internship. So you can take up something like that similar, or it might be able to cope up with both the things. Okay, you can couple those things and give your final project. So that will help you a lot in managing both academics and but exams you have to write, man. Exams, there is no exception with exams, so you have to write your own exam, so you have to clear that as well. So I think that I hope that answers your questions. So moving on, Janani, when will be Cognizant internship? Okay, I'm not sure. So as I said, you can expect, by this month. Okay, by this month, or maybe by the first week of Feb. So Jeevan, again, will we be and salary? So what is the annual? You can minus, or you can exclude 1.5 lakhs to 1.7 from your salary and divide it by 12. So that will be like your in hand, no, actual in hand salary. Since you are see those the concessions that has been done by Cognizant, or the sum that is taken out of you know your CTC is will be given to you in form of PF. Okay, so you don't have to worry about anything. So all the money will be there. So that will be, you can get it in somehow. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. So you have medical insurance. So you have to they have to spend some money to that. So you have ton of things to do with that space. Okay, so you can. Now I'm not sure about what is the pay that they give. What is the CTC for Gen Z next? So if we can let that, then we can have another decision maybe and private. Okay. So moving on, this year implementation of Gen Z next, will they delay date of joining for Gen Z students? So since we have two things now, so instead of just internship, you have two things now. So you have Gen Z and Gen Z next. So the priority might be given to Gen Z next, since they learn the latest technologies, right? So if you learn latest technologies, you are needed. So why they put in Gen Z next is it's a priority. it's a priority that you are already familiar with coding, or you have cracked the interview, or you have prior knowledge on coding and other things. Okay, so you might expect them at, at the first, at the doorsteps. Okay, so those are the people who will be getting into Cognizant earlier. But you will be also getting date of joining might be a little after a month or so after those guys get in, but you will definitely get an offer, so you don't have to worry about that. But there might be a delay, as you ask. There might be a delay since they are learning the latest technology and they are needed, so they know the workflow. They might be deployed into projects sooner, and you might be delayed a little bit. So it depends upon the BU requirement. So if there is someone, so let's say I'm learning cloud. Okay, so who did ask the question? Likati, right? Okay, so you are learning cloud. Okay, so I am learning basic Java and Spring Boot. Okay, so you will be given the first priority. Since there is a requirement for cloud, there is a requirement for DevOps. So you will be given the first priority, and I may be called at the end. Okay, so that is how things work. So you have to put yourself into the shoes of the cognizance, and then you have to think. So that will resolve your problem. Okay, so duration of internship, it depends when 4 months might be. So since we had let's say we, so let me tell what was my timeline. So we started on December 7th last year, 2019, and it went up to April 14, I guess, 14th or 15th. But we have to since the pandemic was there on I think March 22nd, 26th or 27th, they had this national lockdown, right? So before that, we were said like we have to be with Cognizant till April, mid of April, and we have to go to our colleges and complete our semester exams and come back, and we have to complete a project. Okay, so after writing our semester exams, we have to come back and we have to do a project, and then you will have 2 to 3 months of time. You can breathe a little bit, and then they will roll out data or full time offers. So that was the timeline for us. But you will have 4 to 5 months, man. 4 to 5 months you can expect. So they want to complete it faster this time. I'm not sure what they are gonna do, since we were delayed a lot. We were delayed a lot since we didn't get our final semester exams. We didn't have any proof of final semester exams, since that was the main cause for our delay. So some universities has provided the 8th semester certificate and the degree completion certificate. Okay, so when that with that in hand, some people have joined Cognizant earlier, so those were given the priority. So even if you are from good domain, or if you do a lot of work in internship, that doesn't that wasn't the case earlier. But this time, since you are doing everything virtually, so you will get your completion certificate, and you will be writing your final semester exams. So that will you can expect the same kind of priority that is prevailing from this previous years. Okay, from 2018. Okay, so you will get the same priority. So I think that answers the durationship. So moving on, Vishal, will there be any test before starting an internship to decide domains, or they will assign randomly? Okay, so for this thing, we had a test like this simulation test where you don't have before the internship. Okay, so when you start with intern, so let's say that I'm starting my internship from Monday. Okay, from Monday I'm starting my intern. So you might expect this test to go happen on Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay, so within a week of you joining Cognizant, this test will be they will conduct this test, and they will split you in domains. But it wasn't that case for us. We are splitted randomly, so it depends. So I think the only reason that we were split randomly is that only few people wrote the test. Okay, so only 50 or 60 people wrote the test. So when we had like 200 to 300 people, and only just 50 wrote the test. So if they split with just 50, okay, so they have to put all the 50 all the 50 or 60 in in advanced domains. Okay, so those are the only guys that they have written the test. So if there is a common, if everyone comes under the a common umbrella, then it is easy for them to split them into various domains based on their marks or based on the test. Okay, it is really difficult for them to split with just 50 people, and what the others will do, right? So others are not even given the opportunity to choose their domain. So I think this has to be changed. We have given feedbacks last year. I'm not sure whether they have implemented it or they will implement in the future. So we have given this feedback. So most of the interns have given this feedback, since there is a little there is a little no, the transparency is too little. So we are not sure that we were splitted randomly or we were splitted based on the test, or it was really difficult for us to assess. But from my guess, what I would say is it was totally random. So it was totally random for us. But you might expect that if most people write the test, okay, so it is not doing good to all the people, right? So only 50 people write the test and the rest don't get the opportunity. So when everyone writes the test, they can easily split. So this guy go to Java, this guy we can go to .NET. So they have to reframe their framework a little bit for splitting domains. So one thing they can do is that they can ask people what domain they want to work. So most people are, when people join Cognizant, they are from different backgrounds. They are not from CS and IT background. They are from, few people are from electronics, as me myself, from electronics, or they're people from mechanical or civil, or from various other departments, right? So when you come from those kind of backgrounds, they are having a less exposure on coding and frameworks. So they don't even know what is Spring Boot or .NET or Django or Flask. So with that said, when you put people on those kind of domains, they cannot choose, right? So they are not aware of that. It is not the fault of the students, but they are not aware of that. Okay, those frameworks, and they haven't worked on that. But what they can do is that they can give you a chance, like they can give you an opportunity where you handpick your domains. So I am interested on machine learning, I want to work on that machine learning domain, I want to learn Python. So you can do something like that, but we have given feedback, so that might be rolling out for you guys. So we have another question from Rohit. I mailed you, didn't reply over it. Okay, sorry man, I'm not sure. So I'm busy with this weekend. Okay, so I'm busy with some freelance work. So I'll reply to that ASAP. Okay, if I join internship, do Cognizant give data? Yeah. So as I said earlier, uh, see, the internship is, you will get priority based on the internship and the CSD, right? Since we have two things, they will be giving priority to the internship guys. Since, as I keep on repeating, you have bonding with them. Okay, so you are committed to them that you will join Cognizant after the internship period. Okay, so you will get the priority, or you will get date of joining earlier, so that you can expect. So I think it's on Hindi, right? So we can translate that to English, that then it is easy for me to understand. So I don't completely get the phrases over there. Okay, guys, I think it's done for the day. Okay, we have another question, Vishal. After providing my bank details to Cognizant, can I change bank details if I want to change? Yeah, sure, you can change. That is, but you can change on a given time period. Okay, so you will give a time period of first 2 weeks or so. Okay, so within those, let's say you are joining, Cognizant. You have joined Cognizant this, Jan 1st or 2nd. Okay, so you are joining from this month. You have to update your bank details on the first 2 weeks or first week, since they have their backends working on that, right? They will get this updated details, and they will roll out you know uh, salaries to your bank account. So they have to do that. So for doing that, you have to update your details prior. You cannot update at the end. Like if you are getting salary next week, you cannot update today or maybe this weekend. So you have to update in the prior, but there is an option to do that. You can definitely update your bank account details. Rohit, yeah, Rohit, please do do a little bit of translation. But let me see if I can get something out of. Okay, are you asking that decide? Okay, I mean really sorry, I'm not sure what is. Rohit, if you can translate, that will be really awesome. Okay, yeah, he's up again. So after joining internship, will there any test if the program? No, I we had like Java and we had C Sharp. So you don't have C and C++. So you don't have to learn that. Okay. I didn't receive any mail from Cognizant after giving internship confirmation. When can I expect it? So once you are given the confirmation to by your through your college, right? You will be given confirmation through your college, or you might get a mail with that. So with that said, you might expect maybe in a week or so. So they have to process, as I said, they will be rolling out on batches. So based on your college and other details, they will be rolling out on batches. So you can wait. You have to be patient a little bit. So you can wait a little. Okay. So you will get the confirmation. Once you given the confirmation, you will definitely get the offer. Okay, so once you get the internship offer, you are guaranteed that you will get the no full-time offer as well. So it is up to you that you can expect, accept that, or you can, reject the offer. So it is up to you. So I think Rohit, that is done. Yeah, Jivant again, it is compulsory to provide passport. Yeah, man, I think it is compulsory to give the passport. So it is better you have an extra identity. So I think they would expect. So they will be rolling out. I would take up Sumatra's question as well. Since we'll club these together. So document verification. So when you have an extra certificate, it is easy for them to uh, process it. So they expect you to have an passport. Since you might Cognizant is I would you there is a stats. Okay, so there is a stats that most Cognizant is one of the top three companies in India to get the H1B1 visa for the US. So how many of you know that? I was really surprised when I saw the stats. So if you are performing good in Cognizant, if your performance is above the level or above the mark that has been set, you can expect an opportunity that you can go to abroad. So that is that easy that you can easily get to your US or any other country that you would like. So it is mandatory that you get your passport, and it is easy, man. You apply for this time nobody will apply for passport. So it is easy for you if you apply online. You will get the interview appointment maybe a week or so. So it is easy. Just 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks. You will get the passport done. So once you apply for the passport, right, you can submit that proof as well. So you don't have to get the passport by yourself. Okay, so you can just apply for it and you can give that document to Cognizant. So you don't have to have a passport when you join, but even if you have applied for it or if you have done the interview verification, then you can give the document to Cognizant. So that will be fine. That will be fine. So you don't have to have a passport at the time of joining. So even if you have applied for it, it is fine. It is fine with them. So is any document? Yeah, document verification will be done. So you have to upload few things. After you join, you will have another portal where you have to upload few things. Upload few things like your 10th, 12th mark sheet. You have to upload, and you have to upload your previous semester mark sheets. an Aadhaar card and other basic details. So you have to upload those. So and Rohit comes up. Okay, C Sharp and Java only. So should I start learning for the test, which I have to keep on. Okay, so you don't have to learn anything, but you can, if you are already familiar with coding. Okay, so if you are already familiar with, you know, with competitive coding, then you won't feel any difference. You can crack it easily. So if you are new to coding, then I would suggest you to pick up C Sharp. Java is fine. Java, you can go with Java or C Sharp. It is fine with any of those. But you have to learn it in a faster way, right? So you just learn the basic syntax and start coding right away. So I think I will cover a live. I'm not sure since I already have some works to complete. So if time permits or if I have a time, I will let you know, guys. We'll do a small coding session on C sharp. Okay, so C sharp, that is guaranteed. C sharp I can guarantee, but Java, it is difficult for me. So I will cover C sharp, so you can use that to crack the assimilation test. Okay, so you can start learning by now, since learning languages doesn't matter, man. You just need the basics. You have to get your basics right. Learning languages is just a day or so. If someone asks me to code something in Ruby, or if someone comes to me and asks, hey Santosh, can you code on shift, I can start coding with shift in hours. Okay, so that won't be a problem for you guys to, when you start coding, you will get the feel. Okay, with that said, that is done. So I submitted the confirmation from 20th December. When can I come? Okay, so you have completed. So it will go through your college, right? So the college, placement coordinator or something, someone will be there. So they would collect all the details and they would be passing to Cognizant, and they are the final decision maker. So when to roll out, internships for this college or this tier college. So you will be given those details. So you can expect by this month. Okay, since you have applied on 20th December, I think it is already 18 days, right? 19 days till now. So you can expect at least month. So since they are planning to roll out as quick as possible, but due to this pandemic we are facing, they have, the company has to run. So we are losing clients and they don't want projects to be done. And we need money to run the company, right? So since we hire interns, you have to be paid. So there are a lot of things that you have to keep in mind, and they are thinking, they are putting a lot of work, and you will get you can expect by this month, or maybe start of February. Okay, I think that is done for Dhananjay. Okay, Vishal again. Will we need to give passport details in all this? Okay, as I said, you can apply for passport, man. I think it is mandatory. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can apply for passport. You have to pay some fees, like 1.5k. I think, I'm not sure. Based upon your place, it might vary. It is something around that. It is something around 1.5k. Okay, so I don't think that is a huge amount. You can easily pay that. At least you can apply for it. Okay, so you will get the money back in the internship, right? So you can apply for passport. So you have to provide your passport. Okay, so you can just give the confirmation, as I said earlier. You can just give the confirmation, so you don't have to have the passport when joining in. You can just give the confirmation that I have applied for passport. So that you can do. Okay, Bhuvana. Yeah, so this, is there any chance to terminate after internship? So, uh, termination is like you are coming out or they are, kicking you out. So, termination is like they are kicking you out. So, you have to terminate, right? Okay. So, you can go out after intern. So, there is no problem, in doing that. So, you have the option. So, you are given the offer. It is up to you to take it up, or you can. you can reject that as well. So if you have other companies like other product based companies, you got another offer, you can definitely switch there. So there is no problem after intern. You get the internship certificate and you can say that, hey, I'm not going to join you. Or you can just simply, they would ask you that whether you are ready to join Cognizant or not. Then you can easily get that. Okay, Rohit, can you tell me about increment in salary for the NC profiles? So you can expect 20k man. That's it. So 20k you can expect as an increment. So that will be the for your 3 to, that depends upon your performance. That depends upon your performance. So they have a ranking system. Okay, so at the end of every year you will be ranked. Okay, there are 3 stages of ranking. So if you're in the first slot, you will be given the 40,000 or whatever the amount they are they are allocating to you. You will be given the bonus. Okay, so that is how things work. So you can expect the incrementation to be very less. So you cannot expect a big jump from I just entered with 4 lakhs. Okay, so I can just expect 20 or 4.4 or 4.3. Okay. Okay, that depends upon the performance as well. So if your performance is good, if you are learning some new tech like I know DevOps, or you do machine learning or business analyst. So if you go to those kind of areas, so you will be paid well. Okay, so that you can concentrate on those areas. They are taking out. Okay, so they are. Is there any chance to terminate after internship? They are taking out. Yeah, if you don't perform, they will take you out. There is no. See, they are paying you money. Okay, so they are paying you money to learn. Okay, you are not gonna do any project to them, or you are not generating any revenue to them. They are just paying you to learn. So you can't expect them to take you out if you don't perform. So I haven't seen any on people taking out, but if you are involved in some kind of other you might be terminated by other causes. So if you are damaging cognizant property, or you will be given those sessions as well. So look forward to that and learn those things. So you cannot install anything on the PCs or the laptops that are given to you. You cannot do something like that. If you are doing that, then they will terminate you. So that is the easiest way of you guys can get terminated. But you won't be easily terminated, I would say. I'm not sure on your case, but Cognizant doesn't terminate you generally. Like, they don't terminate you as such. Okay. Okay. I think if you can give me something who was terminated, or like in what scenario they terminate, I can explain a little. So why you will be terminated. So you won't be terminated. I'm not sure what is the case with you, or there might be different cases as well. So which I am not aware of. Okay. Okay, in internship, we will be free to learn according to the curriculum, or there will be mentor assigned. Yeah, you will be assigned a SME who will be like a mentor. Who will be your point of contact for the entire internship period. So he will take care of all the things. He will be taking some classes if if you are stuck with some concepts, you are feeling difficult to understand, or it is difficult for you to grasp, then he will be taking classes on that. So you will be assigned a mentor if you are taking internship. Okay. So can you please tell me about internship pattern? How it will take? No, internship pattern. I am not sure what you are asking about. Internship pattern in the sense, which Cognizant campus is good? I am living in North India near Lucknow. Okay, so coming back to the location, so I did forgot to address this one. So there are a lot of people who are asking from my previous talk. I insisted people to join Bangalore or Pune. So most people are asking me. So I am from North, or I am from Kolkata or other side. So how will I choose those places, or is it good to join only Pune and Bangalore, or other places are worst? So it is not worst. Okay, so I won't say that is worst, but you get the top notch technologies on those areas. So on those sites. Okay, so there are certain projects which comes only with those locations. Okay, but there is a way. There are people who are working from Chennai, or if you're from Lucknow, uh, there are chances that the nearby places might work. But if you go to Pune and Bangalore, so you have, so let me tell you one thing. So there is you have the careers in Cognizant, right? You have the careers page at Cognizant. So I would suggest you to go there. Okay, go there and search according to your location. So which is nearby, and see what are the vacancies out there. Okay, so the vacancies are the deciding factor. So if there is a vacancy for lot of vacancies for machine learning, then you can, if you are interested in machine learning, so you can opt for the location. So that is how you can choose the location if you are not aware of whether I'm in North India, as Rohit is saying, Lucknow, I'm in Lucknow, so what I can choose. So you can do that. You can go to the page, you can search and find out if there is a vacancy for what I like and what I like to do. You can search that and apply for that. From 9 to 6 you'll be monitored. Yeah. So from 9 to 6 you won't be monitored though. You can do anything. So you will be monitored in the sense since it is virtual, you have to join this thing. You have to join the meeting and you have to stay there. You cannot come out in between. Okay. So that is the only thing that you have to do. So if you receive anything in when you join as an intern, in you go to office, you won't be monitored in the way that you are doing in college. So you are free to do anything. You can walk out, you can breathe somewhere going out. You can have some water if you want. You can go out anytime. So it is not that you have to do some work, but you have to get the work done by the end of the day. So you are assigned something, you have to get the job done at the end of the day. So you don't have any other monitoring kind of a thing going on. So you can do whatever you want, but you have to complete the work. That's it. Okay, internship exam pattern. So it depends on other things. Okay, so internship exam pattern, so you have daily task that has to be done. You have weekly task, and you have this ICT. Okay, so that will be conducted every month. I am not sure, every after you complete every track. There are different tracks. Okay, so you have 3 to 4 tracks. You can you once you complete that part. Okay, so once you complete one part, you will have a test. After you complete another part, you will have a test. Okay, so that is a 4 hours to 5 hours test. You have to code everything. So when you start off initially, you have same test for everyone. So you have this thing called as you have to they have a platform. Okay, so you have to code there, you have to show the output, and you have to submit over there. Like 4 to 5 hours will be the same. Okay, so internship pattern, it is too much to explain now. So that you will get those details when you join Cognizant. So they will explain all the patterns, or what are the criterias that they look. And there might be changes too. If I say now, it might be overwhelming that if they say something else on your new Gen Z and Gen Z next. So pattern will be the same. What you learn will be asked in your I know you will be tested on the same. So you don't have to worry about the test. So will you switch after 2 years? Okay, so switching. So I did try to switch, as someone asked. I'm not sure who did ask me, like, if I can go after this internship. So I was planning to do the same, but due to this COVID, right? So I got an this interview call. It is my final interview with Airbus. Okay, so at this final stage, so they declined they weren't responding very well. Okay, so after this COVID thing has happened, so they didn't respond anything. But I got all the confirmation mails. So this COVID thing has spoiled everything. So I would definitely switch, since Cognizant is a place where you can learn from the scratch. So it is good, if you have seen the previous live, I have said the same. So if you're starting off new, or if you're starting with different domain except CS and IT, it is a great place for you to learn from the scratch. So you will be taught, or you will go from the scratch, and you can learn the basics of programming. So you are concentrated on programming from the scratch, from the basics to the end. So this is a great place to learn if you're a beginner. Okay, so I would definitely switch, not in 2 years. Before that definitely. So I won't wait till 2 years, man. So it is a long time. It is a long time. 2 years. It is a long time. Same case in this virtual internship as well. Monitoring? Are you meaning to say that this monitoring thing that you asked? Yeah, for the internship, you will feel the same. Virtual internship, you have to join in the morning. So you can eat in the between as well. So there is no problem since you won't turn on the video. So you can eat since you won't. Yeah, you have to be online. So that is the only case. Yeah. So they you can be online, you can eat, you can, but it is not recommended that you eat. But no, most people don't eat at before no 9, right? Do you guys eat before 9? I'm not sure. But if you go to if you're attending the regular intern, if you're going to office, so you have to be at 9, or else you have to stay after 6. Okay, so you have to stay after 6 if you go late after 9. So if you are going late, after 9 for couple of days, your salary or your stipend will be, your stipend will be affected. So that is the case with. But online it is, pretty much you can just click off button, you can join, and you can have your meal, and you can join. You don't have to, do lose out on those. You have the advantage, by doing it online. So I think we don't have any more questions, so that's it for the day. Thank you guys. I think it has crossed the hour or so. It is, great to interact with you guys. So if you have any further questions, please do reach out on LinkedIn or Instagram. So I'll be available on that. So you want my contact number. So how many of you are still using WhatsApp? Still using WhatsApp? I have switched to Signal. So let me tell you a fact that when I joined Cognizant, right, when 2019, so my SME told me to switch to Signal. Okay, so he was using that. He said that is more secure than WhatsApp. So that was one thing, that since this WhatsApp new rollout came in, right? So that was the thing that it was fascinating for me. So he has said that you can use Signal, long back. So we are still using WhatsApp, so I don't recommend using WhatsApp, man. So it is already, see, they are already taking all the data. So Google is taking from side one side, and these guys are taking from other side. So it is really difficult for them to correlate and do stuff. So I highly recommend that you go with Signal or Telegram or something else. So thank you guys for joining in. So it has been really long time. It has been an hour or so. So thanks a lot, guys. They made it mandatory. Oh my god. Okay. So you can, I think you don't have to accept the policies if you're going out, before February 8th, right? I'm not sure on that. February 8th is the last day that to accept the terms and conditions. So I switched to Signal today. Great, Sai. Yeah, that's the spirit, guys. So you can switch. So, and you won't see any status. So that is a great advantage. You don't have to waste any time seeing other status. So that is another advantage with Signal. So yeah, Vishal, using Signal. Yeah, maybe good. Yeah. Okay, thank you guys for joining in. So if you have any further more questions, reach out on LinkedIn or on Instagram. So I don't use Instagram, but you can reach me out LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, I'll be more active on LinkedIn. So next week we have a session on C sharp. Okay, so if you want to clear this assimilation test, I'll roll out this thing on Instagram maybe, or LinkedIn. Okay, so we will meet you again on next week same time 7 p.m. I think the time is fine. Uh, we would go with that. Okay, tell me brief about you. Uh, so it's already time, man. So it is already time. I cannot explain. So I do freelancing. Okay, so I started my freelancing. I really like. So it is a long story. Okay, so I cannot tell everything now. But if you can look up to Being Creators. Okay, so Being Creators is another uh, YouTube channel, or we run this Being Creators. So it is a company where we provide. This content traders for other companies. Okay, so if you are free, you can see being creators. So I have introduced, and there is a lot of talk shows over there, so you can watch that and you can learn more about me. So since it is already late, so have a good night, guys. Have a great week ahead from Monday. So hope you to see you at Cognizant. So if you are joining in Bangalore, so do let me know. So I will also be there. So we can have a good time. Okay. Thank you guys for joining in again. Take care. Take care. Bye.